Hello and welcome back, or welcome to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Sam and this is going to be my very first recommendation video for 2025, and we're starting off with my personal favorite trope: surprise pregnancy, surprise baby. I love it. I eat it up. I know it's a controversial one. I know people hate it, but honestly, give me all the babies. Give me all the babies in romance books, okay? I have, let's see, I think five books to share with you today. So let's just get started. The first book that I have is Slapshot Surprise by Melanie Harlow. This is in her Cherry Tree Harbor series. I think it's like book 5, possibly. I should have wrote that down, but I didn't. Anyway, in this book, we are following Mabel and Joe Lupo. Now, Joe Lupo is a very just successful hockey player. He's very dedicated to his career. He's from a big Italian family, and they meet on an airplane one day. They are seated next to each other, and when things get a little shaky, a little turbulent on the plane, Mabel kind of freaks out and she starts spilling her secrets to Joe and starts telling him like really embarrassing things, like things that she has never experienced. And so they share a little kind of intimate moment on the plane and they go their separate ways, but they end up at the same wedding. And again, they hit it off and they spend a night together. That leads to a baby. Now, Joe, like I said, he's very dedicated to his hockey career. He doesn't really want a relationship. He's never really thought about having kids. So she doesn't want this baby to like take away from that. But Joe really is like, I'm going to be here for you no matter what. You tell me what you want to do and I will be here. Now, there are times when he doesn't handle things the way that you would necessarily want him to, but he's a very real character and he's very true to his character in this book. I mean, his life has been flipped upside down where hockey was his life and that's all he wanted to focus on, but now he's got a child and he is determined to be a good dad. And so seeing him and Mabel make it work, and Mabel was she was such an independent woman and I really liked her character. I liked how she wanted Joe to be there, but also she's like, I have to kind of give him space and let him figure out like where he wants to be. And so I really did enjoy this. I thought this was super cute. And then the next book that I have is Meant for Gabriel by Natasha Madison. So in this book, we are following Zara and Gabriel. Zara at the beginning of this book finds out that her fiance has been cheating on her for quite a while. So she decides, I need to get away. I need to focus on me for a little bit. And I kind of want to get away from everyone around me who is, just gonna like give me not necessarily pity, but I don't want the prying eyes. I just need some time to deal with this on my own. So she goes to this little town and there she meets Gabriel, who works at a bar. Gabriel is also a single father and they hit it off at the bar one night and one thing leads to another. They hook up and then she is pregnant. This one was just like a super fun, steamy time. Nothing like too angsty in here. Just a good time. So the next book that I have to recommend to you is Sunlight by Devney Perry. This, I believe, is book 2, maybe book 3 in her Haven River Ranch series. I think, yeah. So in this book, we are following Sasha and Jax. Now, Sasha is new to this town. I believe it's Haven River. I could be wrong. But she's new to town and she does not have a vehicle. So she's been walking to the grocery store and there are some employees there who will let her take like the cart to her apartment and then she brings it back. Well, this time she goes and the employee is like, what are you doing? Why are you stealing our cart? And so Jax ends up overhearing this and he says, you know what? Let me take you back to your house. You can unload your groceries and then I'll bring the cart back. And at first she's like, I don't really know about this. Like, you could be leading me back to, you know, murder me. But she ends up trusting him and letting him take her to her house. And they very much are flirting with each other. They find each other very attractive. But once Sasha finds out that Jax is a haven, she's like, no, I can't do this because she is the ranch's newest employee. And so when she gets to work, you know, that next day, the next few days, she pretends like, I don't know you at all. And it drives Jax nuts. But then they have another encounter where I believe they're at like some sort of like bonfire party or something for the ranch, where some drinks lead to them hooking up and then she is pregnant. I really enjoyed this one. What I liked the most about this one though is Jax's backstory. He had such a good story. He's got some mommy issues, you could say, and I like just the way that everything wrapped up. And I really liked how Jax is very much like a golden retriever hero, and he was all in from pretty much the get-go. He knew that he wanted Sasha, and then when he found out he was going to be a dad, he's like, yep, I'm in. So again, just another really cute, fun surprise pregnancy read. And then the next book that I have is also, where did my book go? Right here. Is also by Devney Perry. Listen, she was just putting out bangers, okay? And both of these just so happen to be surprise pregnancies, so I put them both in here. Rally by Devney Perry. So this is in her Treasure State Wildcat series. I believe this is, again, book 3 in the series. And we are following Rush, Ramsey, and Faye. Now, this is a college football romance. I believe he is the, is he the quarterback? Yes, he is the quarterback and has just a very bright future ahead of him. So they meet actually on a camping trip, and Rush ends up helping Faye with her flat tire. And then he invites her back to his campsite, and they really talk and kind of get to know each other and express things to each other that they haven't really told anyone else. And then flash forward like a month later, they meet at a party again and drinks lead to a one-night stand. And then Faye is pregnant and she really does not know kind of what to do. She knows that she wants to keep the baby, but she doesn't know how she's going to make it through because her mom has never really been a good support system for her. She practically takes care of her younger sister, and Faye doesn't really know who her dad is either. And she's currently living with her ex-boyfriend who desperately wants to get back together with Faye, but Faye's like, nope, we have run our course. I'm not doing this. But once her ex-boyfriend finds out that she's pregnant with Rush's baby, he kicks her out. And so Faye has to go and live with Rush and his roommates. And Rush is, he's such a sweetheart. He really wanted to help Faye in any way that he could. And Faye was just not used to someone doing that out of the kindness of their heart. And it was really hard for her to trust that he was doing things just because he wanted to do them, because she had never been shown that kind of kindness before. And Rush, again, was just all in, and his parents, the way that they like took her on and they were so supportive of the situation. This so good. And I know some people, you know, new adult, and especially when it's new adult and a surprise pregnancy, it doesn't really jive. This one was handled so well though. I really loved how these two worked through their issues and just their relationship. It was really cute and very much like real. And last but not least, we have The Baby Blitz by Lex Martin. This again is a new adult college football romance, and we are following Ollie and what is our heroine's name? Maggie. So Ollie and Maggie have known each other for years. I want to say like high school, middle school, and Ollie is Maggie's brother's best friend, one of his really good friends. and she overhears a conversation one night. She's eavesdropping, and Ollie is saying not very nice things about her. So she doesn't do well with that, because she thought that her and Ollie were friends and that they had this connection. But to hear him say these things about her, it hurt her. And so she does some kind of petty things to get back at him. She pulls like pranks on him. And now they're both in college and these are still going on. And she just really does not like him. But they end up going to a wedding and they end up calling it a truce. And they hook up at this wedding. And then she finds out that she is pregnant. And oh man, this one, there's kind of a lot of drama going on in this book. There is a little bit of like miscommunication as well, but it's just like the perfect amount in this book that I personally just eat up. I had a ton of fun reading this. And Ollie, his family, like from the get-go, they're like, okay, you got to be there for these kids. Like because she's pregnant with twin boys. And so that really just throws a wrench in their lives. Ollie, like I said, he's a football player and he wants to go to the NFL. That is his number one goal. And so his life is just eat, sleep, breathe football, trying to get him to this next level. And Maggie has, aspirations of her own. And something that I really enjoyed about this book, and it's going to be a little weird to say that I enjoyed it, but Maggie, something happens and she ends up having to go on bed rest. And she's really kind of resentful of Ollie being out and like enjoying his life. And that like, it's relatable. And that's something that people kind of don't really talk about, especially when you have something like health-wise going on where you can't be out and doing your normal life. You can kind of get resentful of other people. And I liked that she voiced that. And Ollie was like, I sympathize with you, but also like, what am I supposed to do? Because this is my life and this is ultimately going to be my career. But they ended up finding a really good balance. And again, this one was just like sweet and steamy and just a really fun time. So those are all of my surprise baby romance books that I have read recently and that I want to recommend to you. If you have any books, surprise pregnancy, or even secret baby, leave them down in the comments below because I'm always looking for a new baby book to read, okay? Thank you guys so much for watching. If you have made it to this point in the video and you'd like to let me know, leave me a pink heart in the comments down below. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you next time.